You don't hate help. You hate what asking for help makes you feel. You hate what asking for help does to your body. That tight feeling in your chest. That voice in your head that says, I don't need too much. That urge to say, it's fine, I've got it, before anyone even responds. That moment your body goes on alert because you might need something. Pause. Quick check. If someone offered to help you right now, would your shoulders lift? Would your jaw tighten? Would you say, I'm good, before you even think? See how fast your body answers. You weren't born rejecting help. You learned it. And here's the part that's hard to hear. It worked. It kept you safe. You wear your independence like a badge of honor. I don't need anyone. But what if I told you that badge is actually a shield you picked up when you were 3 years old? Now here's the part most people miss. The people who struggle to ask for help are usually the ones doing the most. Not because they're stronger, because relying on people doesn't feel safe in their body. Stay with me, because the reason help feels unsafe is not what you think. If this already feels too accurate, subscribe. This won't change in a day. It didn't form in a day either. Patterns like this take time to loosen, and we're going to loosen it step by step. No shame, no forcing, just truth and practice. If you're like me, you don't need motivation. You need language. So step 1 is naming it. So here's step 1. You don't enter life asking. You enter life handling. You see what needs to be done before anyone else does. You step in early. You fix small things quietly so no one has to deal with the mess. And when you're overwhelmed, you don't reach out. You get more efficient. You get sharper. You get quieter. You tell yourself, I don't want to bother anyone, or they won't do it right, or it's faster if I do it. But let's tell the truth. Sometimes you don't ask because you don't want to be disappointed. Because if you ask and they say no, it won't just feel like no. It will feel like, I knew I shouldn't have depended on anyone. And that's the part you're avoiding. So you stop asking. And slowly, people stop offering. Because you always say you're fine. Or they offer and you wave it off. Or they try once and you redo it. And without meaning to, they got used to you not needing anything. And over time, you didn't mean to teach them this, but you did. Every time you said, it's fine, I'll handle it. Every time you redid what they tried, every time you moved first, they learned something. They learned you don't need them. You trained them that you'll handle it. You trained them that you don't need anything. And now you feel alone, inside relationships. That one hurts. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you finally asked for help, what do you think would happen? Really? Would they show up? Or would you feel that old drop in your stomach and tell yourself, see, this is why I don't ask? Because sometimes it's not about the task. It's about what happens inside you when you ask, when you're no longer in control, when you're waiting. And waiting makes you feel small. It makes you visible. It shows you don't have it handled. And that's what your body reacts to, not the help, the exposure. So you skip that moment. You move first. You handle it. Not because you want to, because it feels safer, even if it costs you. Pause. I want you to answer this honestly. What do you think would happen if you asked for help and didn't control the outcome. Not the strong answer, your real answer. Put it in the comments. Because the story you tell yourself about that moment is the whole pattern. Here's the part no one talks about. You're exhausted, and you don't even know why. You sit down at night and your body still feels like it's bracing. You replay conversations. You think about what you forgot. You think about what might happen tomorrow. And no one sees it. They just see you handling things. And after a while, you don't feel supported. You feel surrounded, but alone. That's when resentment shows up. Not loud, just a quiet, "Why am I the only one who sees this?" And over time, you start resenting people. You think, "Why doesn't anyone help me?" But they can't help you if you never let them. Or if every time they try, you correct it. You redo it. You quietly take it back. And when you finally can't hold it anymore, you either shut down or you snap. And then you look like the problem. Either way, you lose. But here's the deeper cost. You're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting them too. Because when you never ask, you never give them a chance to grow, to learn you, to make mistakes, to build trust with you. You keep the relationship in a shape where you handle, they receive, and no one names it. That's not partnership. It's something you learned how to survive in. And you didn't learn that last year. You learned it early, back when asking for help came with a cost. Maybe when you needed something, you felt the air change. Maybe someone sighed. Maybe you were told, "Don't make this a big deal." Maybe help came, but it came with a look, or a reminder, or a price. And after a while, you learned something quietly. It's easier to need less. So you did. You stopped asking. You got good at handling things yourself. You became the capable one, the easy one, the one who doesn't make trouble. And it worked. You survived like that. That matters. This isn't about blaming you. It's about realizing that what kept you safe back then is the same thing keeping you alone now. So what happens if you loosen your grip a little? Not everything, just one small thing. What happens if you ask for help once and you don't hover? You don't correct it. You don't quietly redo it later. You just let it stand. At first, your chest tightens. You'll want to jump in. You'll think, "This isn't right. They're doing it wrong. It would be faster if I just..." And you'll have to sit on your hands because your body has learned that needing something is risky. But here's what most people don't expect. The world usually doesn't fall apart. Sometimes they surprise you. Sometimes they step up. Sometimes they care more than you thought. And sometimes they don't. But even that tells you something honest. You find out who is actually capable. You find out who disappears when you stop over-functioning. You find out what the relationship really is. And that kind of clarity hurts at first. But it's real. And real is better than carrying everything alone. But real doesn't feel comfortable at first. It feels exposed. It feels slower. It feels like you're standing there without your armor on. And that's the part most people quit on. They try once, it feels wrong, they go back to handling everything. So what actually happens when you don't quit? That's where this changes. You stop living like you're alone. You stop acting like you're the only adult in the room. You don't have to be impressive. You don't have to be efficient. You don't have to be the one who never needs anything. You just get to be a person. Tired sometimes, unsure sometimes, needing sometimes, and something quiet starts to change. You realize you're not being loved because you're useful. You're being loved because you're there. And when you stop doing everything, you find out who stays. Not because you carry them, not because you manage everything, but because they actually want you. But for someone who's been the strong one, that's terrifying. Because it means you'd have to stop proving your worth. So let me ask you something gently. What feels harder for you? Asking for help or receiving it without fixing it? Sit with that. If you're willing, put your real answer in the comments. Not the polished one, the honest one. And your body knows it. So don't just understand this pattern, release it. The next video is a guided meditation called Saturn, Set Down the Weight You Keep Carrying. This is step 2. Go there now. Let's set it down together.